This is tea. Well, this isn't tea. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are doing a little day in my life vlog. Is this gonna be better lighting? As you guys know, I work from home. I show you guys me working from home all the time, doing like content creation, editing videos. But if you don't know, I have a small business where I sell to-do lists and stationery, and I feel like I don't share too much of that with you guys. It's always unintentional, but I feel like the stuff that I do, I never really vlog. So I thought it'd be fun to show you guys a vlog of me working on that stuff, also working on like YouTube videos and content creation, all of that stuff, would show you more of like my to-do list business. So right now we are gonna go to the post office and drop off some orders that I have. I packaged them up earlier this morning. So we're gonna go drop those off so you guys can get them ASAP. Also, this video is sponsored by Verizon, so thank you so much to Verizon for sponsoring this video. I'll tell you guys about their 5G home internet in a minute after I drop off these packages. I literally run this small business out of my apartment. It's amazing having reliable internet because I always can like package up your guys' orders and everything. And it's crazy that I like run this business out of my apartment. Like I literally have all my inventory in my apartment. I'll show you guys all that when I get home, but let's go. Let's do this. Just dropped off those packages. Like I was saying earlier, I run my business from inside my apartment, so I wouldn't be able to fulfill orders, respond to customer service emails, or even create new products without reliable internet access. Because of Verizon's 5G home internet, it makes it all so easy. They have plans starting at $25 a month with no data caps. I also love that there's no additional fees, equipment charges, or contracts. Reliable internet is so important when working from home or working remotely, and it's great that Verizon's 5G home internet is affordable. Verizon's 5G home internet is available where I live in Phoenix, but check out the link in the description to find out more and see if it's available near you. Thank you so much again to Verizon for sponsoring this video. Reliable internet is a must. I wanted to show you guys my setup for how I package up my to-do list orders. When I have a new launch, I will bring all of this into my living room because there's a lot more inventory than what I have here. But this is always what I have on hand. Normally I put my laptop on there and plug it into my printer. I like that this is vertical because I'm not slouching over. Before I had it on something a little bit lower. You can see my reflection on my TV, but I was constantly like crouching over and it would just hurt my back. So I like having this because it's so tall and it keeps like my posture upright. My laptop is up here, plugs into my printer. So here's my little printer, and then I have this wheel of shipping labels. You can see this is the leftovers. That sound is so satisfying always. These are the little backing of the printing slips. These are the little thank you cards that I made that go into every single order. And then I have my little bubble mailers. Once these run out, I want to get cute fun ones. When I first started doing the to-do list, I didn't have bubble mailers. So these are just like parcels that are kind of like wrapped in bubble wrap. I just had regular cute parcels like this. And of course these are so much cuter. But a lot of the times when they'd be shipped to you guys, they'd go through so much. I would have to respond to customer service emails, and some people's would just be like absolutely destroyed. Like these parcels would be like damaged, like have holes in them. They really went through it. So I wanted to get some bubble mailers, and since I've gotten these, no one's orders have been damaged in the mail. They're not as cute though, and I do hope to get like cute colorful ones once these ones run out. I'll have my website linked down below, but I have 4 products currently available. The first one is this daily to-do list. I love this one. This one has little time slots on the side, so this is great if you have like appointments or things at a certain time. Really keeps me on track, and they're all sealed in this thick plastic, so they're just extra protected. That's called the daily to-do list. This is called the everything to-do list, and it's in the sunset background. I love this one. This one is great for like grocery lists or even just like your day-to-day tasks. I love this one. I use this one for so many different things. And then I have 2 weekly to-do lists. I always switch between which one I'm using. This one is the original weekly to-do list. Love this one. This one has no time slots on it, and it's a little bit smaller. This one is the weekly extended. This is the size of a sheet of copy paper, and it's a lot bigger, so if you have a lot more going on, this is one that I would recommend. There's more lines. And then this one also has the little time slots like how the daily does. Some people like the time slots, some people don't, so I always have, you know, options. And since these ones are a little bit bigger and take up more space, I have another little box with them in there, and then these are just some leftovers of the bubble mailer, so I'll just like bring them back up here so once this stock runs out. That's kind of my setup for shipping the to-do list. It's not like a huge business by any means, definitely a small business, but I love that I can like run it from my apartment. So like every single thing that you guys see, that you guys get, it was all packaged by me, all created by me. Everything was sealed on the plastic wraps by me. It's all me. It's a one-man show here, one-woman show. So So those are all the products that I have right now. I typically like to do a launch every year in July, just like right before back to school season. I use those to-do lists like crazy when I was in college. I'm currently using the weekly extended. Last week I was using the weekly, and then I'm also using the everything to-do list for a video that I have coming up. I like wrote down some things that I need to do for it. I use the daily one over the weekend. I use them all interchangeably. It just depends on what mood I'm feeling. Like I was saying, I like to have a drop in July with new backgrounds. I like to plan ahead. I'm a big planner because I planned ahead like crazy for these, and I was still like up until the very last second like figuring it all out. So I have some ideas for the new backgrounds, and typically I like for this stuff to be a surprise for you guys. I like to show it on like the reveal day, and like that's the first time you guys seen it. I thought it'd be fun to maybe show you guys a sneak peek, show you guys what I'm working on, and ask for your opinion, because your guys' feedback has meant so much to me. With all of these, I've taken your feedback extremely like close to heart. Like for example, the time slots on the weekly extended and on the daily, they were a lot smaller, and a lot of you guys said that you liked them to be like a little bit wider, so I widened them. I created new products. You guys said you liked the weekly but you wanted more lines on it. That's why I made the weekly extended. So I'm constantly taking your guys' feedback and trying to make a better product, not only for me but for you guys too. So I would love to hear your guys' feedback. So I want to kind of create little prototypes, like the mock-ups of the new products that I'm thinking. So I'm gonna do that right now because I've had it all planned out. I just haven't like sat down and done it. So I think I'm gonna do that right now, and then I'm gonna ask your guys' opinion and see what you guys think, and we can go from there. I would love your feedback. It always means so much to me, and I always appreciate it so much. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm kind of nervous, kind of excited. I hope it all goes well. I'm like so nervous you guys aren't gonna like these. If you don't, that's totally fine. I already know the name that I want to call this, but I think I'm gonna keep that to myself so it'll be a surprise. Okay, drum roll please. That wasn't really a drum roll. I'm gonna preface this. These are very rough drafts. So I was thinking of doing like these fun, cool colors, but I wanna ask your guys' opinion on like what color you would want for each. These are both weekly to-do lists, but one of these will be the weekly extended. So what colors would you want for the daily, the everything, the weekly, and the weekly extended? So like if you're like, oh, I really want the daily to be purple instead of pink. Like this is not final or anything. This is just me creating these products and everything, just doing a rough draft. But if you guys have one that you guys prefer, if you're like, oh, I love that the everything is blue, or if you'd prefer it to be green, or if you hate the green, if you're like the blue is ugly, the pink is overdone, I'm open to suggestion. The only thing that I really don't want to do is have the everything be pink, because I have the sunset, so I feel like that's just like very similar, so I don't really want to do that. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, this will probably be like launched in like July, so this is a while from now. So if you want to get one, you still can, just in the already previously made colors. But I think the ones that I currently have on sale are like so cute. Also, if there's ever any customer service emails, like if someone's package gets lost in the mail or something like that happens, it's me who responds to it. So that's just what I was doing there. I like to get all my like to-do with small business stuff done in the morning for as much as I possibly can. So what I do, should I break down all the things that I do? I have the to-do list business. I do content creation for like YouTube and all that stuff. And then I also have sponsorships. And then another stream of my income is like affiliate linking. So those are like the 4 main streams of my income. Some days are more focused on the to-do list business. Some days are more focused on editing YouTube videos or responding to brands. It's always a good mix. Kind of keeps me on my toes. Always something different. I just got an email. But that is what I'm doing right now. I honestly feel like 90% of my day I'm sitting here, but I'm currently editing this video. However, my lovely little hard drive full. Love that. This guy right there. So I need to go through and I need to delete stuff, which I don't really want to do. I don't really even know if I have stuff to be able to delete. Ah! Why am I stressed? I have a lot left in my video that I need to edit. I have like hours worth of editing that I need to do. So I think I'm going to make my lunch and like work through lunch, do a little working lunch. I'm also really cold in my apartment. I really like this bodysuit, but it like kind of traps in cold. Do you know that material? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like it's not warm at all, but it's very soft. I made this lunch the other day and I really like it, so I think I'm gonna eat it again. So I have half of a little buffalo chicken flatbread pizza that I made. It's just a flatbread with shredded chicken, that like a buffalo sauce, and then mozzarella cheese on top. And then I'm gonna do carrots and ranch as a side, because this is only half a pizza, so I feel like I'd still be hungry. I want to finish eating this. Like this truthfully is not that big at all. Plopping that on the plate, and then I'm gonna put it in the microwave for like a minute. I feel like I put everything in the microwave for a minute and just like hope for the best. I posted this on my Instagram story and so many people are swiping up relating to this, but I have a phone call today at 4 and I am so anxious about it. I have really bad like phone call anxiety. I hate talking on the phone. I hate it so much. I would rather do like a video conference call. So much rather prefer that. Honestly, I would just prefer to email or text someone without even doing that. This is tea. Well, this isn't tea. If you guys remember, I did a Q&A a while ago and I was talking about how I want to start like applying for jobs and everything. I think this is funny. Like this video is literally me talking about how I own a small business, but I want to start like, you know, applying for jobs, interviewing for like a typical corporate America marketing job and do YouTube and do like my to-do list more as like a passion project on the side and maybe like delegate some of those tasks, like a video editor or something like that, so I can still do both. But I've been wanting to get like a marketing job for a while because doing YouTube is very like self-involved and I feel like I want to find like something that will fulfill me outside of myself. I talked about this whole thing in another video, but beside the point, I got this email yesterday and it was like my work business email, not the email that I apply jobs for. Like I used my old school email. This is so confusing. I got this email and this lady was like, hi, someone referred me to you. I'm looking for a social media manager. Are you available to talk? At first I was like, is this a scam? Like what is this? But I like looked at her email and it looked like a legit email. Like I looked up the company. It looked like a legit company. And so I have a phone call with her at 4 o'clock today. But like that's the only information that I know. I don't know who referred me. I don't know really what they referred me for. I know she's looking for a social media manager job, like position, but that's all I know. And I don't think that I applied for this job on like any application thing because I always use my like old school email. I never use like my YouTube business personal email. So I get really bad like phone call anxiety as is, but me not knowing what to expect for this, like is this a job interview or is this just like informational thing? Like what is she wanting, what is she not? Like I know nothing. All I know is that someone referred me for a social media manager position and that I'm talking to her on the phone today. I literally know nothing else. I don't even really know what she's looking for. Like I don't know anything. And so I'm just stressed because I'm like, I don't really know what I'm like getting myself into. At first I was like, I don't want to do this, but like I should put myself out there. Like I should do these things. Like this is what I'm wanting to do. I have to like stop letting like my anxiety and things that I'm nervous about get in the way of my future, me potentially improving on something, you know? Like I feel like I always am the #1 person in my own way is me. I'm gonna do it. I'm so nervous. Like I just don't know if I should prepare for it. Like I think while I talk to her, I'll probably like have my resume pulled up on my computer. It's like a phone call, which is even worse. I don't know. I'm just nervous about it, but we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you guys updated, of course, but I just don't know what I'm getting myself into, and it's just made me feel very like all day. Like I've just been like kind of on edge. I just don't know what I'm getting myself into. It makes me so nervous, and I am a very anxious person as is. And normally I would just like avoid these things and not do it, but like I'm really trying hard of like putting myself out there and like doing things that scare me or make me nervous or make me anxious, because that will only improve me. But I guarantee you at like 3:50 I'll be like full bodied shaking because I'm so nervous. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna eat my lunch while I continue editing. I'm still slightly hungry after my lunch. It's been like an hour since I ate. So I'm gonna have half a bagel because I feel like this will fill me up to where I need to be. Also, I got really cold, so I put on this little jacket. But you know what I was thinking? If anyone's new here and they didn't know about my to-do list business, I thought it'd be kind of fun to tell you guys like how it started. Also, you don't need to be extra like me, but I do love my bagel slicer. My obsession with to-do lists has always kind of been there. I've always really loved like making lists and checking things off. It's always just been like my personality. But when I went to college, I became really overwhelmed. I had a lot of classes and a lot of assignments due at completely different times. I had extracurriculars, like I was in a sorority. I had positions in my sorority. So there was did someone just knock on my door? Maybe that was my ice maker. I don't know. I had a lot going on. I had my sorority, I had a social life. Like I constantly had things going on, and I was just having a really hard time managing it all, especially like in the first month or so of college. I felt so overwhelmed. Like I would have sorority chapter at this time, then I had plans with friends at this time, but then I'd have an appointment at this time, then I had this assignment due, but then I had this, then I had this. And I felt like I couldn't manage my time very well. And my bagel just came out of the toaster. That scared me. And I found weekly to-do lists. And I really love that I could plan out my week, and I would say like, I have an assignment due on Tuesday, so I'm gonna make sure that I do it on Monday. I also have this plan, so I know that I need to make sure to do this on this day. It really helps like planning out my entire week, not just my day, but my entire week as a whole. I felt like it helped me manage my time in college. I was also like, not to brag, like an A student. Like I took my grades very seriously. I had very high expectations for myself, and I found that planning out my week using weekly to-do lists was like the most helpful thing ever. whatever. I had used a bunch of different ones, but I never felt like there was a perfect one out there. Like there was always things that I would tweak and adjust, or be like, oh, I wish it had this, or like I can't stand that it has this. And so one day I was just like, I want to make my own. I want to make one that I feel like is perfect, that I feel like would work really well for me, but also for other people. That's when I made my very first one. It was summer going into my senior year. What are with all these sounds? Summer going into my senior year of college is when I released my very first ones. It was the daily to-do list and then the weekly to-do list. And it was called the Sunset Collection because I have this major obsession with the sunset. So I themed the background of the to-do list on the sunset. Like I showed you guys the everything to-do list. That is the same background as that. And I loved doing that so much. I really felt like I like made like the perfect to-do list. And then I got a lot of your guys' feedback, what you liked, what you didn't like. And then I was able to make the second collection, which is the one that I showed you guys. That's the gradient collection, and I added 2 new products, which was the everything to-do list and the weekly extended to-do list, which is the big weekly. And it was just so fun, also stressful, but it was so fulfilling to finally create a product that I felt like was missing almost. I felt like everything on the market like didn't have exactly what I felt like it needed. I mean, obviously it's great for me because I was able to make a product that I love, but I'm also so happy seeing you guys use it. Like whenever you guys tag me in your stories, or I see you guys posting it or even buying it, like it makes me so unbelievably happy. Like I could like scream up and down jumping. Like the other day someone like tagged me in a story and like the to-do list was in the background of it, and I was like, oh my god, you actually use it. Oh, that's so sweet. Like it blows my mind, and I'm so like appreciative for you guys for like supporting me with it. And it was something that I'd wanted to do ever since my freshman year of college. Like I was like, I would love to make my own to-do list, but I just never had like the courage to do it. I was always just too afraid of it failing, and you guys really motivated me and encouraged me to like just go for it. And so I'm very appreciative of that now that I'm post-grad. And I will say like my to-do list portion of like what I do for work is probably the smallest. It's not my biggest stream of revenue. It's not the thing that I spend the most time on, but it is the thing that like I really feel passionate about. I mean, I feel passionate about like content creation and all that stuff too, but I don't know, it was a dream of mine for so long to do it. And there's highs and there's lows of like running a business and doing stuff like that. I truly love it. So cheers to that. Follow your dreams, kids. Just finished editing the video, so now I am trying my best to stalk this lady. That sounds so creepy. The one that I'm having the phone call with, I'm like trying to find as much out about her as I possibly can, which has turned out to be really hard because her name is very common. Love that. I'm like so nervous. I just get in my head about these things, but it's okay. It'll all be okay. My call is supposed to be at 4:15. It is 4:19. I know that is just 4 hours late, but I am panicking. The call just ended. It went really well. I still have some more work to get done, but it definitely went well. I don't know what else to say. But now I have some stuff I need to do, so. Now it's dinner time, so I'm going to make this salad that I make all the time. I actually think I made it as well in the last one of these like day in my life videos that I made. It is a sweet potato kale salad with salmon. So good. I'm obsessed with it. That's why I keep making it all the time. I'm so obsessed with it. But I still have sweet potatoes left over from last week. I don't know if that's like gross, but they still smell fine, so I'm gonna keep using them. But I ran out of dressing, so I bought an avocado, and then the avocado wasn't ripe enough. Now the avocado is finally ripe, so we're going to make more dressing, and then we're going to make the salmon. Here's the thing. There's been a recall on my air fryer because apparently it's been catching on fire for people. And I need to like submit the recall thing, but you have to like take a photo that you like cut the cord off of it. And I know that it's not a good idea to use a product that you know will catch on fire. So this is not me recommending to do. This is me saying, do not do it. Do as I say, not as I do, but I am going to use it. It's just so convenient. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna make it. So we're doing salmon. I'm just doing like, I have this little like salmon seasoning. I'm gonna pop that in the air fryer, heat up the sweet potatoes, and then I'll make the, what was that word? The dressing with you guys. I'll make the dressing with you guys. Time to make the dressing. So I do this in a blender and I just eyeball this. We're going to do 1 avocado. Actually, you know what we're gonna do first? We're gonna add in our minced garlic. I have it like the pre-minced garlic. I'm gonna add that in first because I want to save to have to clean all my utensils. I do a lot of garlic. I really enjoy garlic. About that much garlic. And then we're gonna use that spoon to scoop out the avocado. This is such a beautiful avocado. I did it that way because I didn't want like little avocado chunks in the jar of the garlic. It's like order of operations, like when you're in elementary school. Order of operations to use less utensils. Clean up, to make the cleanup easier. Then we're gonna add some lemon juice to it. A little bit of olive oil. I'm gonna do a splash of water. That was 2 splashes, but whatever. And then seasonings. I know we did minced garlic, but I'm gonna add some garlic powder, salt and pepper. I'm worried that was a little too much salt, but you know, it happens. I think cumin is really the star of this dressing, as well as the avocado. But the cumin and the avocado are really what make this what it is. And then we're gonna blend her on up. It's beautiful. Give it a little taste test. Delicious. Throw in our sweet potatoes. There's always one that sticks to it. Come on. This was a huge piece of salmon. Very big. Chop that up or shred it into like little pieces. Then we're gonna add the dressing and then I'll top it with feta. Delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna eat this and then chill for a minute and then I'll get back to you guys. It's been a minute since I've eaten. I'm gonna wash my face and then I'm gonna head to the gym, my apartment's gym. I've just been trying to go to the gym later at night, mainly because it just makes me tired. Like by the end, I'm done. I like rinse off my body, do the rest of my skincare routine, and I'm just like tired and exhausted and like ready to go to bed. So I feel like it's like a natural sleep drug, cardio. But I just do like a slow, very slow walk on the treadmill. Watch some, why is my hair, stop. Watch some TikToks, listen to music. It's something intense that I'm doing. It tires me out, so I'm gonna do that. Here's the outfit. You can barely see it in this lighting. Brown leggings, black workout top. Let's go. And that's it. My day is over. I love you guys so much. Make sure to check out Verizon 5G home internet. I'll have a link down below if you guys want to check out more, see if it's available in your area. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.